Good morning! It's Friday family movie night here in my house, and my name's Amanda and welcome to my kitchen. Thank you for watching my channel, and today we are going to be making gluten-free vanilla donuts and also gluten-free chocolate cake donuts. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, we are first going to start by making the gluten-free vanilla donuts. Hi. And I got these really cute sprinkles too to add to them for like a Halloween themed kind of fun stuff. I got them from Walmart and they're really neat. You can see. This one's got like little eyeballs and sprinkles. And then this one has ghosts and pumpkins. Hi, buddy. And, you know, I always try to do, like, something really fun for Halloween. You know, like, I mean, I know it's not Halloween tonight, but the month of October, I always try to do something fun and festive for the kids. And being that it's Friday family movie night, and they got their boo buckets this morning before school, they were so happy and excited about them. If you want to, you can watch it in one of my short clips that I posted yesterday on how I made them and what is included in them. They're really cute. They were so happy about it. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and start by making the gluten-free vanilla donuts. And we're going to start by heating the oven to 350 degrees. We're going to go ahead and add 1 cup of flour. So we're going to start with our dry ingredients first. And for gluten-free flour, I am using, again, you know, I love this brand a lot. It's the King Arthur Baking Company gluten-free measure for measure flour. I really like this one a lot. You know, it really makes things taste yummy for being gluten-free. You know, I always have my husband try the stuff that I make to see like, oh, is it like really good? Is it really tasty for being gluten-free? Is it something that would taste kind of normal like what you eat? But anyway, so this is one of my favorite ones. So we need 1 cup of flour. Hi, little one. Okay, so now that we... Hi. All right, now that we have our cup of flour in, we are going to need 1 teaspoon of baking powder. We need a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. And we need a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay, now we need a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. All right, now we're going to go ahead and whisk this together so that way it's nicely combined. We need 1 egg, 1/2 cup of milk, and you can replace the milk with almond milk if you would like to, but we are going to use regular whole milk, and it's a 1/2 cup. Now we need 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Now we need 3 tablespoons of melted butter. I'm going to go microwave this real fast. Now we're going to add in our 3 tablespoons of melted butter, and then we're going to go ahead and start mixing it together. I like to slowly add it because it is warm and I don't want to cook the eggs. All right, let me show you how it looks. Here's how the batter looks. It is going to be thick, and now we're going to go ahead and scoop it up into a Ziploc bag, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to use, and then we're going to just pipe it on into the donut pan. Okay, so for the donut pans, I'm actually using silicone pans. I've had some metal ones in the past. I really liked them, but they got really old, so I wanted to try something new. So we are giving these ones a shot. I've not used these ones yet, so I'm really excited. I got them off of Amazon, and it was a pack of 3, and they're really neat. So we're going to give them a shot. And I'm going to place them on a cookie sheet so that way when I go to put them in and out of the oven, they're not flimsy and they're sturdy. So let me show you how that looks. These are the silicone donut pans, and I'm using my cookie tray to hold them sturdy on there. Okay, you can use a piping bag if you have those. I have some, but it is really easy to use just a gigantic gallon Ziploc bag because you can easily just throw it away. So I'm going to use this, and I'm going to place it in my cup, and then I am going to scoop up the batter into it, and then I will cut the tip, and then we can squeeze it into the donut pan. And it's really nice doing this because it makes it easier to clean up at the end, just throwing this away. Just putting it in like that, and then I'm gonna fold over the sides. That way it makes it easier when you go to scoop in the batter. And because I'm making the chocolate cake donuts next, I'm leaving a lot of the stuff out because I'm going to be using a lot of the same things as we used for the vanilla ones. So you'll see how that's done too. So first we're going to make the vanilla ones, obviously, and then we'll make the chocolate ones. Let me show you how this is going to happen. And the batter will be thick. My kids love this recipe a lot, and normally I double each one when I make it, but being that I made the apple crumble the other day, so there's quite a bit of good baked goods in the house, and I thought this would be perfect for breakfast tomorrow. But I'm pretty sure they'll probably have one when they get home from school, being that they do not know I am making this, and they're going to be super excited because they really like these donuts. And I'm going to use the same bowl here that I'm using now for when I make the chocolate cake donuts. That way it's less for me to clean up. Sometimes you need those easy steps being a mom, or if you're just very busy, but you want to have some baked goods, especially if you're gluten free. Right now I'm just scraping all the rest of the good stuff from the bowl. And it's okay that there's still some little bit left over, so that way when we make the other ones, it'll be perfectly fine. All right, so now we're gonna just take this, close this a little bit, and we're gonna try to squeeze out some of the air. Okay, I'm gonna close it. All right, now we're gonna take it and we're gonna squeeze. See how it's nicely down towards the end here? So we're just gonna squeeze out some of the other stuff down towards the end as best as we can. And look how nice that is. Okay, so just gonna set that down. And what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna spray these down with some pan spray. Okay, now we're going to take some scissors and we're going to cut the tip here, okay? And here's about how much I'm going to cut it. Now you can also use tips too with it, you know, if you use like an icing bag, but this definitely works very well. So we're going to try to equal it out into the 2 donut pans that make a total of 12 donuts. And just squeeze it on. Now I have not used these yet, so this will be really interesting to see how this works out. I got really used to my old one that I had, and that was a metal one, and I really liked that one a lot. But I thought I'd give these a try, so we'll see if this makes actually 12 donuts. I'm just trying to squeeze down the rest so I can try to get a total of 12 donuts. We're really cutting it close. My daughter loves when I make the vanilla ones, but my son loves the chocolate ones. I actually really like the vanilla ones a lot as well. They're really tasty. Okay, I'm not going to have enough to make 12, so we have 11 of the vanilla. And I'm just going to squeeze this little extra here on some of the other ones. And those look nice. All right, so now that we have them in there, we're gonna go ahead and put them in the preheated oven that we set for 350 degrees, and we're gonna bake these for 10 to 12 minutes. And while they're in the oven, we're gonna go ahead and start on the chocolate cake donut batter. And again, you know, I like to set it at the lower setting of like 10 to 12, so I do it for 10. I'm gonna check it, and if I need 2 more minutes, I'll put it in for 2 more minutes. So my timer is set. Let's get started on the chocolate cake donut batter. And we're going to start off by using 1 cup of flour, the gluten-free flour as well. And again, it's the King Arthur baking company that I really like, and it's gluten-free, measure for measure. And we need 1 cup of this. And again, I'm using the same bowl that I did the vanilla ones in. That way it makes it less for me to clean up after this. Okay, so we got our 1 cup. Now we need 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Now we need a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Now we need a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay. Now we need 1/2 cup of brown sugar. All right, we need a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. Okay, now we're going to whisk this all together so that way the dry ingredients nicely combine, and I'll show you how that looks. Now for the chocolate cake donut one, we actually need 3/4 cups of milk. The last one we needed a 1/2. So this one we need 3/4 cup of milk. And again, you can swap it out for almond milk if you would like. I am using whole milk. Need 1 egg. We need 3 tablespoons of melted butter. Now we need 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And my 10-minute timer should be going off. Oh, there it is. And we're going to go ahead and give them a check, see how they look. See if we need to let them go for 2 more minutes. I'm just getting my cooling little trays here. And we're going to give them 2 more minutes. Okay, so we will be back to check those in 2 minutes once the timer goes off. And while we're waiting, we continue on doing the chocolate cake donut batter. All right, so now we need to go ahead and add in our butter that we melted, and that was 3 tablespoons worth. And again, I like to mix this as I pour this in, so that way we don't cook the egg. I kind of give the egg a little whisk there. All right, slowly pouring in the butter. And I'm just going to go ahead and scrape down the sides too, so that way I get all that good chocolate. You definitely just want to make sure that it's nicely mixed together and you don't have any clumps. Well, I guess I set off a smoke detector. It is a very old oven, and that it's quite funny. Sometimes it just starts setting off different smoke alarms in the house. So, I mean, this is a really old oven. I'll show you how it looks in a second. But let's continue mixing this up real fast. Oh. All right, the batter is nicely mixed. I just set off more smoke alarms, and the timer just went off for the oven. So let me go ahead and pull those out, and then I'll show you how this bad boy looks, because it is ancient. It is like a dinosaur. Oh, I'm trying to figure out where I put my oven mitt. There it is. Oh, perfect. The kids are going to be so happy with these. My daughter loves the vanilla. My son loves the chocolate. I do personally like the vanilla ones the best, but I love putting the chocolate glaze on top of the vanilla ones because, ooh, I like that nice mixture of the chocolate and the vanilla, but it's really good. All right, let me show you how those look. They just look so tasty. Look at those. So we're going to let those rest for a minute or two while we are getting the chocolate cake donut batter into our Ziploc bag. But yes, let me show you my oven. It is very, very old. So this is my oven. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on the chocolate cake donut batter and getting it into the Ziploc while the donuts are cooling down. It's nice. I didn't have to, clean these, the mixers at all. I just reused it. It was nice because I figured if I did the vanilla first, that way the chocolate would dominate, the vanilla, and it just, it mixed very well. So that was nice to do that. Less to clean up. It's Friday. Oh, there goes another one. Hopefully it does not wake up my youngest right now. He is napping, which is nice. I try to do like a lot of my baking and cooking in the morning because he naps very well and the kids are off at school. So it is very convenient getting stuff done early in the morning. Let me just put this away real fast. That way we have a little more counter space. Okay, we have our gallon Ziploc bag. Let's open it up. We're using our cup. Go ahead and put it in there. There's how it looks. Now we're going to use our spatula and just scoop it in there. And again, the batter will be thick. Now my kids, again, they have no idea I'm making this. They're going to be so happy to see this when they get home. The last time I did make this, I actually made it with them and they got to decorate the tops with the sprinkles. So they had a great time doing that. And then we also do this again too around Christmas time, and I get like Christmas sprinkles and they love to decorate it with all the different sprinkles that we have that the elves bring them. So that's always really fun. And I'm just lifting up the edges to the bag here so that way the batter doesn't fall over, because now it's getting very moundful. Okay, now we're just gonna zip up half of it so that way we can kind of get some of the air out again, just like we did with the vanilla ones. And we are going to squeeze down towards the bottom. Whoops, if that sounded like that just broke a little hole, we'll still make it work. You know what? I'm gonna try to scrape it to the other side and see if that works. So yeah, right here, a little part did just like pop open. So we're gonna try to squeeze this way, so that way it doesn't come out on the side as we are piping this into our silicone donut pan. So let me put this in the sink and then we will take the donuts out. Be right back. Okay, I got a nice platter out so that way I can go ahead and put the donuts on top of that. I have used cooling racks in the past before and they worked out great, but you know, my goal today is less to wash, so this will work perfectly fine. We'll let them cool down on it. I actually let these cool down a little bit longer because my youngest, he just woke up and then he fell back asleep, so he's cooled a little bit longer. Here's a little batter. That's really good. Well, that's good. So I'm just popping these out. I figured too with this platter it would look really nice and festive for when the kids got home. Okay, those are all done. Now we're gonna go ahead and put the chocolate batter in these ones. Part of my stuff ripped open a hole here on the bag, so I switched it over to the other end, and we're gonna go ahead and cut part of the tip off. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start putting them in. I do like that these are taller compared to my last donut pans that I had. They were shorter, so this is really nice, so when they do pop out, you have a nice opening here for the donut. Now I did not respray these with the pan spray because I felt that it had enough already in there, just how easily those donuts popped out for the vanilla ones. So I did not add any more pan spray. Okay, we go through this way. These ones look. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get them into the oven that's preheated to 350 degrees. And again, we're gonna bake these for 10 to 12 minutes, and I will check at the 10-minute mark. My timer is set for 10 minutes, and in the meantime, I'm just gonna start tidying up. My 10-minute timer just went off, so we're gonna go ahead and check them. We're gonna go ahead and let it cook for 2 more minutes. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start getting our vanilla glaze going first because I figured we can use the same bowl, start with the vanilla and then make the chocolate glaze. Again, then I am not having to clean so many things. All right, let's go ahead and get started on that while we're waiting for the 2 minutes to go. For the vanilla glaze, we are going to need to start with 1 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. Now we need 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And we're also going to need 2 teaspoons of milk, and you can swap this out for almond milk if you would like. I'm using whole milk. Oh, there goes our timer. Perfect timing. We're going to go ahead and pull those out of the oven. 2-minute timer just went off, so we're going to go ahead and pull these out. And they look really good. All right, set those down. Turn the oven off. We're going to let those cool, and we're going to start with the vanilla glaze for the vanilla donuts. Chocolate donuts look. Our donuts are cooling, the chocolate cake ones. We're going to go continuing with the vanilla glaze, and we're just going to go ahead and now mix this together. For the vanilla glaze, you are going to actually need 2 tablespoons of milk instead of 2 teaspoons. I ended up adding more milk to this to make it the consistency that I wanted it to be. In the recipe, it did call for 2 teaspoons, but every time I have made this in the past, I have always added more milk. So I just think that there was a type error and they meant to say 2 tablespoons. So you definitely need 2 tablespoons of milk. I will have the recipes in the description box down below. Now you can dip the donut in directly into the icing, or you can drizzle the icing on top of the donuts. What I really like to prefer doing is I like to leave the donuts on the cooling rack and then drizzle the icing on top, and then that way the icing falls through to the bottom of the cooling rack, and definitely put parchment paper underneath so that way it's easy to clean up, and that way it makes it really nice and finesse and pretty. Again, I am rushing to just get this done, and as well as less to clean up. It is Friday and I have other errands to run too as well before getting the kids out of school, so I just wanted to try to make it easy for me as possible. Definitely be lots of icing on the plate once you move a donut. I know that kids will be happy to see that because they'll probably be like, ooh, can I have some more of that icing with my donut, please? So I know that there are some pros and cons about doing it this way. It's how you would like to do it. It's all about what you prefer. I'm going to go ahead and get some of the chocolate ones out so that way I can add some of the vanilla to it. They're still really hot, so I'm going to let the other ones cool. But I definitely wanted to get some of this vanilla glaze on top of the chocolate. Just that way it adds like a nice variety for the kids. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and add some of the sprinkles to it while it is still wet from the glaze. We got an eyeball that fell on. Oh, how cute. This is a finger. Oh, this is going to be fun. Oh, I'm going to have to make something else that's got something to do with the sprinkles because the kids always love when they get to decorate with the sprinkles. Ooh, there's some more eyeballs. Look how cute those are. See if I can get some more eyeballs. Ooh, the eyeballs. Now we're going to go ahead and start with the chocolate glaze. Well, we had one that did not pop out well, but I know it will still be surely enjoyed. So we're just going to set that aside. For the chocolate glaze, we are going to need 1 cup of powdered sugar. Now we're going to need 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. 4 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and then this one calls for 2 to 3 tablespoons of milk. And again, you can use almond milk. We got 1, 2. We're gonna go ahead and start with the 2 tablespoons of milk, and we're gonna whisk that together, and then we'll see if we need another one. Because again, you can always add, you can't just take away. So it's easier to just, you know, start with the lower and then add if you need more. We're gonna go ahead and mix this together. All right, we're gonna go ahead and add the 3rd tablespoon of milk. You just want to whisk it till it's nice and smooth and you don't have any more chunks in it. Looks good. We're going to go ahead and start putting the glaze on the other donuts. I'm going to go ahead and add some of these ones to it while it's really nice and wet. These ones are cute. This has ghosts and pumpkins on it. Normally I do like glaze them even on the cooling rack, which makes it nice because then the glaze drops through to the bottom instead of being on the plate, and it is easier to decorate that way. But I definitely wanted less to clean up today, being that it is Friday, and I really wanted to spend more time with the kids because I got other things to get done today too. So yeah, my husband's going to be getting pizza for us tonight, so that'll be nice. Just trying to really stretch this last bit of the glaze on these donuts. I get the last bit of the sprinkles on. All right, they're all done. How cute they look. They are all done. Very festive. The kids are going to absolutely love them. Okay, now that they're done, we're going to go ahead and try one out because they look so good. So this is like a treat for me right now. Let's see. I am going to go with the chocolate on the vanilla. These are so good. The kids are going to really be happy with these. It's going to be fun for a Friday family movie night. And getting pizza tonight. And they had their boo buckets this morning. And getting our Halloween pajamas. And find a movie, dinner, dessert. And they can even have donuts for after school and for breakfast tomorrow because there's quite a bit of them. This is really good. But thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed what I make. And it's gluten-free. It's really tasty. Please subscribe. And I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday and a great weekend. Bye, guys. Subscribe.